Hey there, kids. This is lesson 5.4 in Reveal Math. Let's take a look together, okay? It says this. Let me get rid of this thing. There we go. It says review. There are number patterns and there are shape patterns. Here's a number pattern right here. 7, and then 9, and then 11, and then 13, then 15. Can you figure out what's going to come next if we continue this pattern right here? Well, you can always look from one to the next to figure out what the pattern is. How did you get from 7 to 9? Right, you added 2. And then from 9 to 11, you added 2. Then you added 2 and you added 2. If we continued, what would be the next number? Right, 17. And if we were to add 2 again, you'd get 19. Okay, so this is a number pattern right here, but you can also have a shape pattern. Okay, can you figure out this shape pattern right here? You have a triangle, a rectangle, a square. A triangle, a rectangle, 2 squares. A triangle, a rectangle, 3 squares. What's going to come next? Right. If you say it out loud, sometimes it helps to say it out loud, but you're going to get a triangle next, right? Okay, and then you're going to get a rectangle, right? And then how many squares are you going to get? Well, there's 3 here. There was 1 here, and there was 2 here, then there was 3 here. So yeah, then you're going to get 4 over here, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to draw them. Okay, kids, this right here, and a lot of kids will say this isn't a square, but it is. All 4 sides are the same, but it's just tilted sideways, right? So this is a shape pattern, and it grows. It helps to read it out loud. They call it a diamond right here. It's a square, okay? But it increases by 1 each time. Kids, right now you're learning how to find number and shape patterns. Let's take a look at another example. Now they say here, state the rule, okay? In the last example right here, the rule was to add 2, okay? Well, let's figure out this one right here. Okay, well, we start at 10. How do we get to 13? Add 3. How do you get to 16? Add 3 more. How do you get to 19? Add 3 more. So the rule is plus 3, to add 3, right? Now it doesn't tell you to extend this pattern at all. You don't have to tell what comes next. It just said state the rule for each pattern. How about this one? You start at 4 and you go to 8, then to 16, then to 32. Well, we start off and I thought it was going to be plus 4, right? 4 plus 4 is 8. I thought the rule was going to be plus 4. But is 8 plus 4 16? Is 16 plus 4 32? No, so that doesn't work. How else could I get from 4 to 8? Right. We could go times 2, multiply by 2, okay? Then 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, and the pattern continues. Now, they don't ask you to continue the pattern, they just want the rule, and it's multiply by 2. Kids, right now you're learning how to find number and shape patterns. All right, well, here's a shape pattern right here. State the rule for each pattern. For me, it helps to say it out loud. Triangle, triangle, square, heart. Triangle, triangle, square, heart. Okay, so that's the rule right there. That's the pattern right there, the basic pattern, and it just keeps going. The next one would be triangle, triangle, and then square, and then heart. Okay, if they ask you for just what is the next shape, then you just have to say triangle, right? But they didn't ask you that. State the rule for down at this one right here. Okay, it looks like we have a hexagon, a square, a triangle. Hexagon, 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 square, triangle. Hexagon, 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 square, triangle. So here we had 2 hexagons, here we had 3 hexagons, here we had 4 hexagons. What's going to come after this triangle right here? Right, 5 hexagons, right? So you just want to figure out what the pattern is. It helps to say it out loud as you're doing it. Kids, you're learning how to find number and shape patterns. All right, here's the last example right here. It says, write the next 3 terms, and terms are just numbers, okay, in the sequence. Now, yeah, each one of these is called a sequence right here. It's just a pattern. Explain your thinking. All right, well, I got 45, 40, 35, 30. So it's going down each time, isn't it? It's decreasing as the pattern continues. All right, so we're at 30 right now. What do you think the next one's going to be? Right, 25. What's the next one going to be? Right, 20. What's the next one going to be? Right, 15. What is the rule? It doesn't ask you, but what is the rule? Right, the rule is take away 5 or subtract 5 each time, okay? And the pattern will just continue until you hit 0, I guess, right? Kids, you're learning how to find the number and shape patterns, okay? In class today, we're going to look at pages 147 and 148 in your workbook. We're going to do practice pages 41 and 42. Kids, here's what you're going to see on the Friday quiz. You start off with 36, and then it goes down to 30. Then it goes down to 24. What's the rule so far? Do you know? Right. It looks like the rule right here is take away 6. So if you took away 6 here, you'd get that answer. If you took away 6 from that, you'd get this answer. If you take away 6 from that, you get this answer. Okay? Now, this one right here, they start off, this is a shape pattern. They start off with 1 square, and it goes 1 to this side and 1 to this side. Then it goes 2 to this side, and it goes 2 to this side. What's going to come next? Right, 3 to this side and 3 down, then 4 over and 4 down, and so on. Kids, you're learning how to find number and shape patterns. All right, go ahead and give this a try in class. If you need help, come and see us. We will help you. Go ahead and have an excellent day. We will talk to you again shortly. Bye-bye.